like you.
More. She is white. I am black. I'm not.
Exactly. I'm white and
Me
you're
and the other
black.
guy. We are both black. That baby is white, boy.
So in other words, it's not the other guy. It could be somebody else.
It could be your baby, boy.
Oh, yeah, right.
Buying stuff for him.
Why would I buy stuff for my son?
Because he's not your son. Sad to say, but he's not your son. Stop.
Whoa. What the hell you mean he's not my son?
He's not your son. I've been meaning to tell you for the past 7 years. He's not your son.
Oh, you've been
Stop
meaning
buying
to
him
tell
stuff.
me for 7 years that the child that I've been raising with you is not mine?
You're not even raising him. The only thing that you do is take him to school. Why you think he don't look like you? Why you think he don't have your personality? Hell, he don't even like.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but women who do this should be up for jail time. Like, if you don't know, that's one thing. But if you know, lock that bitch up. And it's just the way she carried it, too. Because, like, if that was his son and he wasn't taking him to school and buying stuff for him, then that would automatically give her the right to his finances. So, yeah, it is sad to say.
Determined by this court. Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father. Miss Miller.
Be respectful.
Sorry. Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve. You just showed me where your priorities were right there.
I'm sorry.
Because I held out hope that you weren't just acting a fool because you so mad at him because he cheated on you that you would cheat your child out of a father. But that cheering you did, what you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way, and abide by a court order and sign a birth certificate and come day after day and week after week so they can grow visitation to have a relationship with the child. And you have no compassion for not just him, but for Zaylee. She's 3 years old. Now, he's not just going to be heartbroken. We got to break this news to her. And y'all over here cheering like it's a sport. This is this baby's life. And I asked you, where's this other man? I don't know. And you know he don't want nothing to do with you. Sitting up there cheering. Mr. Rasmussen, I am so sorry. I know this hurts you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't know what I'm going to do. She's my whole world. Everything I do is for her. She was the reason I went to work every day.
I know you have a bond with her.
I feel like my whole world is in ruins now.
Oh. Miss Miller, I'm going to say this to you before I adjourn court. Your child deserves to know who her father is. Whether or not that man wants to be in her life, physically present and participate. He does have a legal obligation to help support her financially. It's important that you make this right.
My husband keeps requesting a paternity test each time I have our babies.
Whoa.
A little weird. That's a
Whoa.
little weird.
Men can't ask for a paternity test. Believe all women.
You know his wife?
Spiritually? Yes.
Do you know the husband?
I don't know him, but I bet he's a Taurus.
Then how can you have an opinion on this? You don't know either of them or their characters.
You're victim blaming the woman for getting pregnant.
Okay, maybe she has a past of cheat. Who knows?
All
We don't
those
know
lips
them.
and you still can't spit the truth. We don't know. No. And she has every right to leave. Since he want to ask dumb questions. Why do you care? Final flash.
Do you think mandatory paternity testing would hurt or help women in today's society?
Would mandatory paternity tests hurt or help women?
In today's society.
Or just be good?
That's one of the super chat questions.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have any children, but I don't see why it would be a problem.
Okay, Madison?
I feel like with the way, not all women, but a majority of women are moving nowadays, like it could be very harmful to their children and the
Wait,
man.
What would
do
be
you mean?
harmful?
Paternity testing, like if they found out the child's dad was not the guy that she was with, like that would be breaking their family apart.
It's a,
From a mandatory place. I mean, I see your point.
I don't.
What about the truth?
No, I think the truth is great. I think,
Okay.
yeah, no,
Wait,
absolutely.
but-
Everyone should know the truth. But I think it's going to be terrible for the children if the truth
Oh,
is
so
revealed.
you're in favor-
That's what
are
I'm
you in
saying.
favor of
with the way a
paternity
lot of women
testing?
are moving nowadays, they're like a lot of children aren't going to be
Oh,
having
I
dads
see.
anymore.
So it would be bad for women, but you don't object to paternity testing.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm for it.
So you acknowledge. Okay, I see.
Then it makes her feel bad. What could the argument possibly be? Give me a single argument other than because it makes me feel bad. I want to hear it.
But why
there's
would
not
you
full
want to
trust in
make
the
her feel
relationship.
bad?
So that's I feel bad.
If you're worried that she'd be cheating on you, why would you even want to?
So that's I feel bad.
Not
It's
really.
I feel bad.
Saying clearly we don't have a strong foundation. Sorry.
That's I feel bad.
No, it's not. It's saying we don't have a strong foundation.
Why would that matter if it didn't make one of them feel bad?
Because she could say like, if we don't have a strong foundation of trust and faith.
Because she makes her
No,
feel
she
bad.
could feel neutral about it and still be like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
so
he
if
doesn't
she-
trust
so
me.
wait a second,
And
she
maybe
feels
he's gonna
neutral?
be, maybe he's gonna be constantly
If she
anxious this
feels
whole
neutral about it,
relationship.
if she feels neutral about it,
That's why I have to talk
if she
fast,
feels
yeah.
neutral about it,
You
who
gotta let her
cares?
finish her point.
Say your point.
If
Go
they
ahead,
feel,
Farah.
if
Go
she
ahead,
feels
Farah.
neutral about it, then who cares?
I'm
ahead,
saying
Farah.
if you don't have trust in a relationship, typically that will lead to a bad relationship, regardless if the parties in the relationship feel bad about it or not. That was my only point.
Yeah, but that's the only argument is feel bad.
No, it's not. I literally said it doesn't matter if they feel bad or
Because
not.
if
She
one
can
of them-
object and say clearly we don't have a strong foundation.
Donated 200. Every birth should require a mandatory paternity test before the father is put on the birth certificate. When a child is born, the hospital should have a mandatory paternity test before putting the father's name on the birth certificate. If a married couple have a child while together, but the husband is not actually the father, he should absolutely have the right to know before he signs a document that makes him legally and financially tied to that child for 18 years. If he finds out that he's not the father, he can then make the active choice to stay or leave, and then the biological father would be responsible for child support. Even if this only affects 1 out of 1,000 births, what possible reason is there not to do this? The only reason women should have for not wanting paternity tests would be that their partner doesn't trust them and are accusing them of infidelity. If it were mandatory, that reason goes out the window. It's standard legal procedure that everyone would do. The argument that we shouldn't break up couples or families is absolute trash. Doesn't a man's right to not be extorted or be the target of fraud matter? We know from DNA testing this problem is far more prevalent than people would think. In situations where the father suspects infidelity, the child will not be his about 30% of the time, and even in situations where there was no request specifically for it, the father is raising a kid who wasn't his, just under 4% of the time. 4% seems like not much, but that means in every class of 25 kids, one of the fathers is stuck in a psychological and financial prison, held in place by a malicious and manipulative harpy who cares nothing of his well-being, but only is using him to extract 20 years of resources from him. Not only just using him, but using the innocence of a child to imprison him. That is a worse kind of torture than anything Gitmo could ever devise. The best part is once found out he discovers his partner, who he thought he could trust, was a vile beast society, and especially women, will tell him he should just continue to live this life of manipulated servitude for the good of the kid. Absolutely disgusting. Let's be honest, there is no reason to be against this. The cost is minuscule. Unless you guys are out there bitching about every wasteful penny our government is spending, we know you aren't. Then shut the fuck up about the cost. The money we have given to Ukraine would fund all paternity testing for the next 100 years in the US. Those that say they can find out if they want. We have all kinds of laws to prevent people from being taken advantage of. A BC is a legal obligation to support that child for 18 years, which is enforced with criminal penalties. The state should require informed consent when entering that agreement. There is only one reason to be against this, and we all know what it is. Just like the government of France knows what it is, and why they made it illegal to get a paternity test. Protect the family structure. Bullshit. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.